Welcome to the University of Ottawa Department of Family Medicine's eFieldNotes system. eFieldNotes allow you to solicit, receive, and track timely formative feedback from your supervisors on your performance. In this tutorial, you will learn how to access an existing eFieldNote. To access an existing FieldNote, you will need to log in to the resident intranet using your username and password. If you can't remember your password, use the Forgot Password link to reset it. Once you log in, you are brought to the eFieldNote dashboard. This is where you can access your existing FieldNotes and see any outstanding tasks you may have, such as reviewing supervisors' comments or viewing a FieldNote after it has been signed off. On the dashboard, you may notice exclamation marks in the column entitled Supervisor Updated. Exclamation marks indicate that your supervisor has edited the FieldNote since your last edits, or that they have created a new FieldNote and shared it with you. These exclamation marks serve as an indicator that some action is required from you. While on the dashboard, you may notice that some FieldNotes are flagged. A flag does not denote good or bad, but is a tool to help your supervisor bookmark a FieldNote for later retrieval. Retired flags indicate that the flagged FieldNote has been addressed and no longer requires flagging. Note that only supervisors may flag a FieldNote. You can filter the FieldNotes to see only active or retired flags by clicking the checkboxes entitled Active Flags or Retired Flags. Your default dashboard only shows FieldNotes that are still in progress and have yet to be signed off. To view completed FieldNotes that have been signed off, check the Signed Off box and click Search. Uncheck the other boxes if you want to filter in-progress FieldNotes out. This will generate a list of completed FieldNotes that have been signed off by your supervisors. These FieldNotes can no longer be edited. You will notice check marks or crosses in the column entitled Viewed After Sign-Off. A check mark indicates that you have viewed the FieldNote since it was signed off, and a cross indicates that you have not yet viewed the FieldNote since sign-off. Be sure to always view your completed FieldNotes in case the supervisor made any last comments. You can view all signed-off FieldNotes that have crosses by selecting the box beside FieldNotes I have not viewed after sign-off. If you want to find a specific FieldNote or set of FieldNotes, you can do so using the search options at the top of the screen. You can search for FieldNotes in a number of different ways, including by supervisor, FieldNote status, that is, not shared, shared, or signed off, FieldNote ID, which is a unique identifier for the FieldNote, flagged FieldNotes, as well as flags that have been retired, FieldNotes that you have not viewed since sign-off, and date of patient encounter. When searching by name, enter any portion of the supervisor's first or last name and click Search to view a list of all possible results. To view a FieldNote, click on the View Edit button in the far right column. You can scroll through the FieldNote to review the content. For a printer-friendly version that shows just the completed fields, click on Summary. This will bring you to a FieldNote summary with the option to print. Click Close to return to the FieldNote. You may choose to make edits to the FieldNote. Click Edit FieldNote to enter the edit mode. Information on how to complete the FieldNote is covered in the tutorial How to Create an eFieldNote. Don't forget to save your work as you make edits. To notify your supervisor that changes have been made to the FieldNote, click Share. This will send them an automated email. Once your supervisor has provided input and the FieldNote is complete, your supervisor will sign off on the FieldNote, after which point no further changes to the FieldNote are possible. Only the supervisor can sign off a FieldNote. To return to the dashboard at any time, select Access from the drop-down FieldNote menu at the top of the page. If you are unsure about any elements of the FieldNote, click on the tooltips for a description. This tutorial addressed accessing eFieldNotes and the eFieldNote dashboard. Be sure to watch other tutorials on how to create eFieldNotes and generate reports.